In this video, we're going to look over the Inventory 1 Sales New Quotation menu. You can use the New Quotation menu to send a quote to customers for potential sales, and entering a new quote will not reduce inventory book quantity, nor will it increase receivable amount. To enter a new quote, you can go to the New Quotation menu, enter each field at the top, load items at the bottom section, enter quantity and quote price, and save. You can either manually enter each quotation or use the ECOUNT web uploader to batch upload a large amount of quotations. Click the web uploader button, download the Excel template at the top, enter each field based on the directions, and copy and paste data onto the web uploader screen, and click Save to batch upload the pasted data. And in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to manually enter each quotation. In the Date field, enter the date of the corresponding quotation and enter the customer that you will send the quote to. And here you can see that the program has loaded the PIC of the customer you've entered. In the Customer Vendor Registration menu, if you set the PIC of each customer in the Credit Limit and Price tab, the program will load automatically the information in inventory slip input screens. And you can also manually modify the loaded PIC each time you enter a slip. Also, if you click on the customer once and click the Function button, you can view the receivable status of the corresponding customer. And in the Location Out field, you can enter the location that the items will be coming from when later the quoted items are actually sold. And in the Transaction Type field, if tax will be applied to the quoted items, you need to select the taxable type to be able to have the program automatically calculate the pre-tax and tax amount from item price. If you select non-taxable and enter the item, the tax amount will not be calculated. Also, if the currency that the quote customer uses is domestic currency, select domestic in the currency field. If it's a foreign currency, select the corresponding currency type. If the currency you need has not been entered in the program yet, you can register in the Foreign Currency Setup menu. In the other fields such as Reference, Payment Terms, Expiration Date, enter data if you need to enter additional information. Otherwise, you can leave them blank. In the Address field that you see here, you can add additional fields and use them. To set up additional fields, go to Option in the upper right corner and click Input Screen Setting and click on the default template or add a new template. Hover over a field at the top and click Add. Add the desired field, for example, Text Type 1 field, and apply. Then hover over the added field and click Setup. You can edit the display name of the field, such as quotation number. And if you go to the bottom section, you can also set the field, such as its default value. By clicking Default, designate manually. You can either manually designate the desired default value by directly entering it, or you can select another option such as Load Info and have the program automatically load the information of the customer entered in the input screen. Once you've finished entering the top section fields, you can enter the quote items at the bottom section. In the item code field, you can load items by directly entering the item code or name. Or if multiple items correspond to the data you've entered, search item window will pop up like this. If you select multiple items in the search item window, all the selected items will be applied to the input screen. In the search item window that you see here, you can edit the template of the search pop-up by clicking Option at the top right side and click Search Pop-up Template button. Hover over a field title and you can use Add or Hide or Setup button to edit the displayed template. After finishing setting the template, you can click Save. Also, when clicking Option in the upper right corner, you can see Search Settings button as well. In the search settings, you can set the search conditions that will be applied when you search an item code. When you search an item code, if you want to view the list of the entire item codes, you can double-click on the item code field and click Search to display the entire item codes. And you can select the desired items from the list. After loading items like this, you can enter the quantity and the price. If you use barcode scanning for item management, select the barcode button, and then you can enter items by scanning the barcode label of each item. And in the price field, the program will load the default sale price, but you can manually adjust the price in the input screen. Also, if you click on the price field once and click F6 key on your keyboard, you can verify all the prices linked to the item and select the desired price. Or you can also apply one of the price A to J prices you've entered by selecting the item and checking Change Price in the middle. You can select the desired price and click Apply button, and then verify the modified price. Also, you can apply a specific percentage or add or deduct a specific amount by selecting the Adjustment option. Select whether percentage or price will be applied. If it's discount, enter amount in minus. And to raise the price, enter an amount in plus amount. And then apply. You can also calculate the pre-tax and tax amount from a price that includes tax. Click on the price field once and press F4 key on your keyboard. Then the price amount will be divided into pre-tax and tax amount. If the price of all the entered items is tax included, you can select all of them and click F4 button in the middle. Also, if you want to verify the inventory balance of the entered items, you can click View Inventory Quantity button in the middle to verify the total inventory balance and the location out balance. You can also verify the history of past transactions by using View Transactions button in the middle. Hover over the button and you can select the desired menu. And you can select the desired rows to apply them to the input screen. After finishing entering data, you can click Save button at the bottom to save the data you've entered. Or, if you want to view the slip you've created, you can instead click Save and Print button to save the slip and at the same time view the preview screen. If you want to customize the template to suit your company's needs, or if you want to add fields, you can click Option at the top right and edit the template. In the preview screen, you can print out the displayed quotation or export it in Excel or PDF, or send it to customers via email. The quote you've entered can be verified in the quotation list menu. All the quotes you enter in the new quotation menu will be displayed in the In Progress tab. And if a quote is no longer valid, you can click Finish button and then it'll be moved to the Finished tab. You can also move it back to the In Progress tab by selecting the quote and clicking Cancel Finished at the bottom. And if you want to modify or delete an existing quote, you can do so by clicking on the date number of each quote. And in ECOUNT, you can use an existing quote to automatically generate a new sales order. And in the quotation list menu, you can verify whether each quote has been used to generate a sales order. In the Progress Status field, if you click the View button, if the quote is linked to a sales order, the corresponding sales order's number will be displayed. If no data is displayed, it means the quote has not been used to generate a sales order. Also, in the Quotation List menu, if you select all of the displayed data and click Email at the bottom, you can send all of them to each corresponding customer by batch via email. In the Send Email screen, you can set the details such as sender, sender email, and email subject. In the Sender and Sender Email field, you can load the company email sender information that you have set in advance. To register your company email sender information, click Option in the upper right corner and click Sender Info Setting. Enter all of your company's employees who will be in charge of sending and receiving emails. Also, if you click the plus button in the upper right corner, you can set whether to set each sender as the default sender for each respective template. You can also set the default email title and contents by clicking Option and clicking each respective button. And if you want to, send the quote to the sender email as well, which means your employee's email, select Send in the Send to Sender's Email field and send the emails. And if you need to attach images and files along with quotations, you can attach them by using the File field. Also, if you want to send emails with your company's own email template, you can select the template of the received email template in the Template field, and you can click Send button. Also, in the Recipient Information field at the bottom, on the right side of each customer, the email address that you set as the recipient of quotations in the Customer Vendor Setup menu will be loaded. So after verifying each email address, if you click the Send button, the quotes will be sent to customers via email, and you can verify the progress status of the emails you've sent by clicking the Sent Email tab at the top right side of Quotation List. Also, if you want to verify only the quotes that you haven't sent via email, hover over the Sent Email tab and click Unsent. And if we go back to the In Progress tab, you will see the Eapproval button at the bottom. With this button, you can submit an existing quote or quotes for approval to the Eapproval menu. And for more details, please refer to the GroupWare Eapproval video. And please take note that if your user ID's GroupWare use status is Do Not Use, the Eapproval button will not work. In addition, if you want to view the past quote history, click Search in the upper right corner and set a longer date range and search. You can also set the other search conditions to filter the search results. If you want to edit the displayed list in the quotation list menu, click Option at the top right, Template Setup, New Template, add a new list template. So click on a field title and click Add to add the desired field. And lastly, you can also use the quotation status in the left menu. Here you can verify the quotations whose date is within the date range, and you can also aggregate data by various conditions and view quotation data in various forms. And template setup is also available for the quotation status. You can also edit the displayed report. And you can print it out or export it in Excel or PDF and view it in a graph form or send it via email.